Kenya will be issuing a statement on the state of the nation. Fellow Kenyans, once more we wake up to a sad day. Extrajudicial killings, incidences of police abductions, torture and being kept in communicado for several days are back like never before. Reports that we have received indicate that 50 young Kenyans have so far been abducted, including my very own personal assistant, Ernest Nyerere, who was picked from his home this morning at 5 a.m. We also have Gabriel Oguda, who was picked up this morning at 2 a.m. We are still looking for Shadrach Kiprono, aka Shad Khalif, Osama Otero, Gabriel Oguda, John Frank Githaiga, aka Franje, Khalif Cairo, Dre Mwangi, Wal Smith, Hila, and many more who are yet to be identified. Our forefathers were taken through the same treatment by the white man in pre-independent Kenya, but they never gave up. When the colonial courts jailed more than 500 Mau Mau supporters in September 1952 without legal representation, Agwing's Codex single-handedly took on the formidable challenge of defending their Mau Mau rights by arguing in court that human rights are indivisible and universal. Thus, freedom cannot be appropriate to the West but inappropriate to Africa. Fellow advocates and people of goodwill, Agwing's Codex set the bar for us. We must rise to this occasion. We must live up to his dream, to have a free and united Kenya. But first, I have a message to the international community, who for a second week running remain mum, quiet, and tight-lipped. Are you proud of what is happening in Kenya? Is this your game plan for Kenya as a NATO ally? Rex Kayeke Masai was peacefully protesting last Thursday, June 20th, when a trigger-happy individual shot him dead within the CBD on the same day. Evans Kiraitu was allegedly struck by a tear gas canister in his groin during the protest. Kiraitu would later succumb to his injuries the following day at Kenyatta National Hospital. The death of Rex Kayike and Evans Kiraitu happened just days after a chief inspector of police killed a magistrate during active court proceedings at Makadara Law Courts in Nairobi. Like Willie Kimani, the list of Kenyans killed by law enforcers keep going, and we cannot continue to be silent. No, we cannot allow this to continue, because today it's Rex, and tomorrow they'll come for me, and the next day it will be you who are watching quietly and listening. On Friday 24th in 1965, Pio Gama Pinto was killed for allegedly engaging the then President Mzee Jomo Kenyatta in a shouting match over the sessional paper number 10, which virtually legitimized capitalism in Kenya. However, Pinto's death was not the end of it all. The struggle has continued to this day. The seed of struggle that was planted by our nation's freedom fighters continues to bear fruit to this day. Dear Mr. President, if the spirit of struggle did not die with our forefathers, who were enslaved, tortured, maimed, and eventually killed, what makes you think that it will end today? I have seen dismissive remarks by politicians and some government officials all over the mainstream and social media about the role of Gen Z in shaping Kenya's future. It seems a number of our leaders think that this is some kind of joke or a game that will soon end or simply fade away. Well, if this is so, then please note, we are no longer going to continue to be pawns in a game of chess. The wave of police brutality on peaceful protesters, abductions, and killings of innocent Kenyans has pushed us to review our approach and involvement in this noble campaign for justice for Kenyans. We call upon all advocates, other professional bodies, and Kenyans of goodwill to stand up for this country. Let us stand for peace. We ask the President to remember that it is this youthful generation that gave him power, that put him where he is. Let us not kill our children. Let us not kill this generation. And may justice be our shield and defender. Thank you.
Madam President, are there any updates on Ernest Nyerere?